Request all of you to rise to receive our chief guest of honor, and the other dignitaries who are moving into the hall. A very good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and a warm welcome to the Innovatus Campus Graduation Ceremony 2023. In keeping with tradition, we'd like to start off with the lighting of the oil lamp. I invite our chief guest, Honorable Dr. Susil Premajanta, also our guest of honor, Dr. Rohan Palevatta, Dr. Krishna Mailvaganam, the CEO of Innovatus Campus, Mr. Imran Kamel, Mr. Nifraz Ahmed, Ms. Hasna Iflal, and Dr. Kalhari Pitigala. Thank you very much. I invite our dignitaries to take their seats at the head table. Please be standing for the national anthem.
Sri Lanka Mata, Upper Sri Lanka, Namo. Yeah.
Thank you very much. You may all take your seats. So let me say, Ayubowan, Wanakkam, Assalamu alaikum. A very good evening, dear graduates, proud parents, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Warm welcome to this momentous occasion, the Innovatus Campus Graduation Ceremony 2023. For me, it's an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to be associated with this very special occasion. Well, I'm sure today marks a milestone in all you graduates' academic career. You worked with passion, commitment, and dedication. And today certainly is a moment of joy, happiness, and celebration. So the rest of us, can we all put our hands together and give them a well-deserved round of applause? Everybody. And on that note, to formally declare this graduation ceremony open, I would like to invite the Head of Academic Affairs, Ms. Humeida Mehlar.
Very good afternoon. I, Humeida Mehlar, Head of Academic Affairs, officially declare that the graduation ceremony of Innovatus Campus 2023 is now open. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I, as the compeer, have welcomed all of you, but we've got this very special welcome dance from our performers. Everybody put your hands together and give them a round of applause. I don't see them, but I'm sure they're going to be coming up. Doesn't look like they can hear me. Can anybody just see whether they're there? I don't have special eyes to see whether they are ready. Yes, they're coming up. Everybody, put your hands together and give the performers a round of applause. And on that wonderful note, now to formally deliver the welcome address on this very special occasion, I have the pleasure of inviting a personality who obtained a doctorate from the University of Wales in Business Administration, and he's also an alumni of the University of Cambridge. Without further ado, to formally deliver the welcome address, I have the pleasure of inviting Dr. Krishna Mailwaganam, the CEO of Innovatus Campus. Everybody, a round of applause.
A pleasant evening to everyone. Chief guest, Honorable Dr. Susil Premajayantha, Minister of Education. Guest of honor, Dr. Rohan Pallewatha, Executive Chairman of Lanka Harness Private Limited. Special guest, Dr. Kalhari Pitikala, Faculty Member from the University of Colombo. Ms. Hasna Hizbullah Iflal, our respected lecturer and the Vice Principal of Hejaz International School. Mr. Imran Kamil, the Director of Imperial Wisdom Private Limited. Mr. Ahmad Nivras, the Director of Business Guide Private Limited, Mr. Kasun Kapugamage, the Managing Director of Univest Educational Services Private Limited, Mr. Kasun Veeratunga, the Media Secretary of State Ministry of Home Affairs. Distinguished guests, invitees, teaching and non-teaching staff, friends from the media, proud swelling parents, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. It's a tremendous honor and privilege for me to have all of your presence here today evening. Many of you have faced a long journey to be here. I'm pleased and grateful that you have accepted the invitation to take part in this graduation ceremony. As the Director of Innovatus Campus, it gives me great pleasure to warmly welcome you all to the 2023 Graduation Award Ceremony of Innovatus Campus. First and foremost, it's a great privilege and an honor to have Honorable Dr. Susil Premajayantha as the chief guest on this special occasion. We are immensely thankful to you for devoting some of your time for us from your extremely busy schedule and accepting our invitation without any hesitation in such short notice. A heartfelt thank for your kind presence today. Secondly, our guest of honor, Dr. Rohan Pallewatha. We sincerely appreciate your kind participation in this significant ceremony. We were pleased to have you on our first year anniversary, and it's really we are pleased to have you in our first graduation ceremony as well. Your presence is a compliment to everyone in this graduation ceremony, hence thank you for your presence and encouragement. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been 4 years, and today Innovatus Campus is teaching learners across 3 different continents, and in few months we'll be launching our international campus in Dubai, UAE as well. How is it possible? All because of our strong collaborative partnership with internationally recognized universities and awarding bodies. Our biggest strength is our academic partners. The reason we are able to cater to a global market is because of our globally recognized academic partners. Hence, I would like to take a minute to thank some of our key members of each of our academic partners. Starting with Mr. Shamrat, the CEO of OTHM Qualifications. Dr. Patricia Land, the Head of Compliance and Quality Assurance of OTHM Qualifications. Ms. Denise Weir, the Head of Business Development of ATHE Qualifications. Mr. Anton Dominic, the Head of Business Development of Qualifi Qualifications. Ms. Susan Devell, the Head of Education Operations of Institute of Financial Accountants. Ms. Colette Harrison and Mr. Dave Allen, part of Quality License Scheme, our course endorsement partner. Ms. Amy Sanford and Ms. Natalie Allison, part of CPD Standards Office, our course accreditation partner. Ms. Rebecca Coons, the Head of Business Development of NCC Education, who supported us to establish partnership with University of Central Lancashire. Mr. Kali Guy and Ms. Abba Ashkar, the Quality and Partnership Team of Wink London, who supported us to establish partnership with the University of Bolton. Finally, of course, Professor Chuan Chandan, the Rector of the IIC University of Technology. As you can see, about 10 international partners mean we are subject to undergo 10 different academic quality audits every single year. However, despite our busy schedule, we managed to pull out this graduation event to recognize the achievements of our learners. Since more than 50% of our graduates have migrated overseas, even though most of them are not present here today, I would like to congratulate all 150 graduates of the UK OTHM off-call regulated qualification, all 100 plus graduates of the UK Qualify off-call regulated qualification, and all 140 graduates of the UK QLS Endos Advanced Diploma course, as well as the IAC University of Technology's university programs. May I, in conclusion, on behalf of our campus, once again extend a very hearty welcome to all, and thank you everyone for your kind participation today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Krishna. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed an immense pleasure to introduce our next speaker, because I've known him for many, many years, and I know all of you will agree with me that he's a very respected politician. He's held many top ministerial portfolios during his political career. And since we are in an academic session here, I think it's very important that I tell you that he is a very educated politician. He is an attorney at law. He has a doctorate from the University of Paris and a Master of Public Administration from the University of Sri Jayewardenepura. Without further ado, I have the pleasure of inviting the Honorable Minister of Education, Honorable Dr. Susil Premajanta, to address you all.
Dr. Rohan Pallevatha, the guest of honor, Dr. Krishna Mailganangam, Director of Education, Directors of Innovatus Campus, members of faculty, academics and professionals, dear graduates, parents, ladies and gentlemen. I am pleased to say this evening that I have been invited with short notice to attend this graduation ceremony at Innovatus College Graduation Ceremony 2023. After years of hard work, lack of sleep, lack of social events, lack of time to be with your parents and all that lost opportunities, today you are achieving your lifetime goal, and that is obtaining a marketable academic qualifications. On this qualification, you will eventually build more qualifications, build a professional career, and lay the foundation for a successful future in your life. On this qualification, you will eventually build more qualifications, build a professional career. Since your university campus, by its name, focuses on innovation, let me say a few words about creativity, which is the foundation of innovations. Creativity is about discovering what is new that helps life's progress. The standard recognitions of creativity are inventions and innovations, commercial application of inventions. With the inventions, human society has progressed and its environment has changed. What separates humans from non-humans is its creative ability to change for progress. It is only the humans who have successfully changed to build powerful civilizations and cultures that dominate the worlds of other living objects. Thus, creativity is the essential characteristic of success. Education focus on creativity must ignite imagination, the power to bring to mind the things that are not here in the present. It must mobilize creativity, the applied imagination, the process of putting one's imagination to work and having original ideas that have value. Now, in front of Dr. Rohan Pallevatta, he is one of the innovators. His career success is the innovations. So, in Sri Lanka, what we are lacking at the moment in our education system, the free education started in 1946 by an act of then State Council, tabled by Dr. C.W.W. Kannangara, then Minister of Education. So, education, there you find three pillars, that is knowledge, attitudes and skills. We are rich in knowledge. Attitudes also not bad yet. You find some isolated incidents in universities and other institutions. But the issue is skills. Now, there are universities. There are 17 state universities in the country. 140,000 undergraduates studying in 17 state universities. There are non-state universities like yours. And there are higher education institutions. Some of them are affiliated to universities overseas. So, now here you find in many faculties other than the faculties like medicine, then engineering, quantity surveying, but most of the other faculties after graduation, so you have to find a job. Sometimes you get an employment opportunity completely outside your purview or what you learned in the university. But in my case, of course, I graduated as in the field of law, LLB. Then, of course, law college final, that's a professional examination. Then you have to practice. The medical doctors, yes, they have to practice. The architects or the engineers, yes. But the issue is, in our country, you find, as I said earlier, lack of skills, not only in general education, but also in higher education institutions. Now, in most countries, they have reformed their education. We are too late, even at this juncture. Now, the reforms is not enough in the field of education, but you have to transform the education within specified period of time. Now, you know, there are 17 SDG goals, Sustainable Development Goals, introduced by United Nations in 2015. So, we have to achieve all these 17 goals by 2030. So, number 1, poverty alleviation. Number 2, food and agriculture. 3, health. 4, education. Quality education. So, that is questionable. So, therefore, we have to transform our education before 2030 to achieve all these SDG goals. In one goal, you find 8 to 10 targets. I don't want to elaborate on that at this juncture, but I just say. So, this is why all other countries compete each other to achieve these targets. If we can achieve all these targets, of course, so nothing to achieve after that. Now, recently I met one of the provincial lead of the China. He came with the Chinese delegation. In that particular province, they have 32 million population. Here we have 22. Within 10 years, their poverty rate is 0 in that province. 0. It means they have already achieved the number one target of the SDGs. So I just want to extract on that. That is one of the examples. So in this particular field, we are in transforming education from preschool to first degree. So this morning, I was at NITA headquarters, Rajagiri. So today they introduced a new program, software engineering diploma courses for the first time. There's an 18 months course. So there's a greater demand in the field of IT, software engineering, right? So we need teachers, instructors, and the IT coupled with English. Now in our public schools, we start English as a language, as a subject from grade 3. That is too late. So therefore, we decided to start, there's a barrier in the constitution. So therefore, oral English, activity based. So we started the program. So from this year, we had to train 13,800 primary teachers. That's grade 1. Then now we started second batch, grade 2. So within next 5 years, we want to improve the subject knowledge and the communication of English. That is because otherwise you can't improve your IT and other skills. So in international schools, yes, they start from grade 1 or from preschools. Now here, of course, very soon we are going to, there's a preschool policy, but there are no certifications. So we are going to introduce the certification courses, diploma, higher diploma courses in preschool. Then primary education is very important. We need to send quality trained primary teacher from grade 1 to 5. From grade 6, of course, there won't be any issue, but the issue is primary education. So we had to do a lot of work. So I took over this ministry after some time, a year ago. By that time, most of you all are in petrol queues, or no gas, power cut over 8 hours, no plan for distribution of textbooks, no plan for free distribution of uniform materials, midday meals, teacher training. So now I had to streamline everything, step by step. We have to address the issues. Now we are at a recovery stage. We are not fully recovered. After declaring the bankruptcy in April last year, still we are at the same status. So we have to wait and see after the second review of IMF, which will be held in early part of September, and see whether we will be bailed out or not. But I am sure within last couple of months in Parliament, we enacted Anti-Corruption Bill, Central Bank New Act, Banking Amendment Act, and Amendment to Inland Revenue Act. Like that, of course, not to just satisfy IMF, but we have not done it past. So we have to realize this. So I don't want to speak at length, because after this, I have to attend another function, that is a biannual forum of university vice chancellors and deans of faculties at the university premises. So I am very happy that I have been invited for your graduation ceremony today. I congratulate all graduates, and I thank the director, board of directors, and the academic staff of Innovatus campus I just highlighted the meaning of innovation, invention, and the creativity. That's what we are lacking at the moment as a result of our education system for last 76 years. That is, I focus your attention. We are in a transformation era, so you will be part of it. So once again, I congratulate all the graduates today. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you very much, Honorable Sir, for your thought-provoking address and your sincere wishes and words of encouragement. Dr. Krishna, can we have you to join Honorable Minister as we are going to be presenting the awards. As was mentioned, this is the first graduation ceremony. Innovatus Campus started 4 years ago in 2019, and today 100 plus graduates are passing out. Everybody put your hands together and give them another round of applause. We start off with the IIC University of Technology's Master of Education Awards, and the recipients are Nadisha Vikramasinghe. Please put your hands together, give them a well-deserved round of applause. This is their moment. Shalomi Jebita Jebaratnam. Why the silence? Everybody, a round of applause for her as well. Vinosha Gayatri Vijayasirivardhana. Sasikala Devi Dureraj. Dinali Chaturika Heva Vitaranage. Vijay Sundara Budyansalage Nadisha Tilini Vijay Sundara. Mohammed Fazul Fatima Shazna. Kandayaye Bandarlage Samadhi Bandara. And moving on to the IIC University of Technology's Master of Social Science in Clinical and Counseling Psychology Awards. The recipients are Safna De Silva, Joanna Adams Javardhana, Kalutantirilage Pavitra Umayangani, Dulani Sewandi Gunasekara, Fatima Shamima Firdaus, Fatima Raisa Aji, Hairullah Khan Fatima Ramiza, Christina Julianne Ingram, Lokupota Gamage Don Sachin Udana Ekanaka, and Rishan Jeffrey Shakur. Let's put our hands together and give all of them another well-deserved round of applause. And thank you very much, sir. We have a token of appreciation to be presented to you. This is our way of saying a big thank you for your gracious presence here today. You shared your valuable thoughts with all the graduates and the graduates have just passed out. Thank you very much, sir. It was nice having you. I've been meeting him very often last few weeks, and many of the graduation ceremonies I've been accompanying. Thank you very much, Honorable. Everybody, another round of applause. And we're now moving on to a spot of entertainment. We're going to be having the beautiful dancers perform once again. And now, ladies and gentlemen, on this very special occasion, to address you all now is our academic invitee. It's my pleasure in inviting Ms. Hasna Iflal, lecturer and vice principal of Hijaz International School. Over to you.
Good evening to all of you. First, let me congratulate the graduates, the parents, and the institute for this achievement today. It's no easy task. I know how hard it is, but you've done it. at the end of the day today, when you put your tired feet up, it will be with a lot of sense of fulfillment. It is a great honor and privilege to be part of this August gathering. We've had a few speeches, so I know I'm not going to take too long because you're waiting to get your certificates. Something that I noticed was that most graduates here are females. So I thought of highlighting the importance of education for girls and women. Education empowers women, immaterial of their social class, state, or caste. So I congratulate the parents, the spouses, the brothers who supported the girls in the family to study and qualify. I know as much as the graduates, the families too would have made a lot of sacrifice. We in Sri Lanka can boast of a rich cultural heritage, diverse tradition and societies, but human resource, which has immense potential, is unfortunately marred by gender disparities. Historically, women in Asia have faced numerous barriers in accessing education due to cultural and religious norms, economic constraints, and the prevalence of gender stereotyping. But as a woman who has overcome most of these obstacles and got qualifications and work experience, whilst juggling the responsibilities of family, children, aging parents, running a home and an institution, and supporting a spouse in his work and studies, I firmly believe that education can act as a powerful catalyst for change and pave the way for a more inclusive and progressive society. An educated woman becomes a confident woman, capable of making informed decisions, not only for herself and her family, but also for the community. In Sri Lanka, as you all know, the highest foreign currency remittance comes from sectors where predominantly women are employed. The garment industry, the tea exports, and the housemaids we send to the Middle Eastern countries. But when you look at these employment, they're mostly unskilled or semi-skilled labor, where women are exploited, overworked, and underpaid. So when we educate our women, they will contribute to the economy significantly, efficiently, and productively. And I think institutions such as Innovatus are playing a huge part in that. As more educated women join the workforce, the economy stands to benefit from their talents, contributions, leading to overall growth and prosperity. And also, in terms of health, when women are educated, they can take good decisions regarding their own health and the health of their families. So reducing the mortality rate of themselves and their closed ones. Even though we boast of free education for all, there's still a long way to go in terms of skills. We all saw the minister addressing the same thing. He spoke about free education. We have knowledge. We have somewhat of an attitude. But when it comes to skills, we are way behind most countries. We in Sri Lanka lack a lot of soft skills, which is a detrimental factor when competing with the rest of the world. While getting your paper qualifications, work on improving your emotional intelligence, adversity intelligence, communication skills, leadership and decision-making skills, flexibility, adaptability, and teamwork skills. With that, you can conquer the world. Wish you all the very best. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Congratulations again.
Thank you very much, Ms. Iflar, for sharing your wealth of experience and sharing, food for thought for everybody present here today, because that was a very eloquent address. Thank you very much. Right, now, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce our next speaker, in fact, I was speaking to Dr. Krishna, trying to get some details about his personality, but it made things very easy as a compere to introduce our next speaker. I was going through the details of his personality a while ago. He makes sure that his end products are of the best quality. And ladies and gentlemen, as was mentioned by the Honorable Minister, the name Innovatus comes from people being innovative, innovation. And as mentioned, he's an innovator. So without further ado, I have the pleasure of inviting Dr. Rohan Palewata, the chairman of Lanka Harness Private Limited. Everybody, a round of applause.
Members of the head table, graduates, other academics, and the parents and relatives of the people who are graduating today. I was happy when I came here to see that University of Bolton is one of your partners of your campus, because my doctorate is from the University of Bolton. In fact, I'm wearing the academic cloak of Bolton, not completely. I didn't wear the academic hood, and there's another collar that you have to wear. Because of the heat that was outside, I opted not to wear that. But anyway, this is the academic cloak of the University of Bolton. And my field of study, my research, was on acculturation. Now, that word might not be a very popular word, and many people may not understand the meaning of acculturation. Acculturation means introducing an alien culture to an indigenous culture. So my research was whether it is possible. And it was a qualitative study, and the final answer, final conclusion was that it was possible. So this acculturation, for example, now in my company at Biagama, Lanka Harness Private Limited, there are over 1,000 employees. And these people are manufacturing a product, as it was told, called the airbag impact sensor. And the quality requirement of this particular product is called 1 ppm quality, right? Which means only a single defect would be tolerated for 1 million produced. And that is the highest level of quality anywhere in the world. There is no quality beyond that. So that has been achieved. Not only that it has been achieved, but I have been in this business for the past 20 years, and which means we have managed to sustain that quality. So I'm supplying all the brands in the world. In Japan, you name it, Toyota, Honda, Mitsubishi, Mazda. And in Europe, Volvo, Saab, BMW, Aston Martin, Opel, Volkswagen. Then in USA, General Motors, Ford, and Chrysler. So almost all the brands, big brands, are under my belt. So but remember, it took me 15 years for me to get my first order, to convince Toyota. But when the company is decided, because as you know, a vehicle comes into being by about 17,000 components coming together, if it is a standard vehicle. And if it is a luxury vehicle, twice as that. That is about 34,000 components come together and make a vehicle. But there are, of course, these automobile companies, they outsource these components to other countries. But there are certain components that are called the critical components. And these critical components are not given to other countries to manufacture, because the function of these particular critical components are so bonded with their brand name that they don't want to take a risk. So the product that I'm doing right here in Sri Lanka at the moment is a critical product. So that is the breakthrough. So because as you know, if there is an accident of a vehicle, the airbag must come out. It cannot fail, because it's life and death, right? So I'm proudly stating that when these companies decided to impart with this product to Sri Lanka, what were they entrusting on us? They were entrusting the lives of their customers. They were entrusting the lives of their customers. And we make around 80 million to 100 million US dollars every year. For a country like Sri Lanka, it is a lot of foreign revenue. But I was in my comfort zone when I started my doctoral studies. So my message to you this evening is that the people who have got their diplomas today, or got their first degree, got their masters, for them to engage in a pursuit of higher education. Because if I can do with all my work, I think most of you can. It is just a matter that you have a will in your mind. Will in your mind to continue with your education. Because however successful I became, however my bank accounts were getting, I did not want to deviate from education. So that is why I opted to do my doctorate. My master's is from Sri Javadana University. And also I had to tell you one thing. First, I started as an attorney at law, then master's at PIM, then doctorate at Bolton. So when I started my business, none of the qualifications that I had any relevance to my business. So the message that I want to inculcate in your mind, don't become a slave to your qualification. Because in Sri Lanka, when you become an attorney at law, your mindset is that you should wear a cloak and go to courts. When you become an accountant, you think your whole life is going to be that you are going to be an accountant. But if you have that limitations, if your qualification becomes a limitation, you may lose all other opportunities that are in the periphery. Because when I took oaths as an attorney at law, had I thought this is my whole life, I wouldn't have recognized the opportunity of this business. So remember, your academic qualifications that you obtain today should be enhancing your career and not limiting your career. And as I said, the acculturation, subject of acculturation, which I did for my study, actually my question was, can acculturation be used as a management tool, right? Because I have about 1,000 employees, as I said. So I was trying to introduce the Japanese culture to my employees. And if you ever have the time to visit my company, you will see that the Sri Lankan employees are behaving like the Japanese in my company. So it is possible, of course there are certain conditions, it is possible to acculture them. And this has value to other companies because of acculturation, my organization has something called the trust culture. We trust each other. We don't have CCTV cameras fixed around for me to monitor. When they build up my factory, they wanted to know whether they could fix CCTV cameras and have monitors around me. I disagreed. Because I believe the moment you fix a camera behind a human being, you're encroaching their human dignity. Because they should be working for the reason that they take pride in what they do, not because they're being supervised. So it worked for me. So now there are so many companies that come on academic studies, case studies for my company. And it has relevance by doing that, because now in my company, I don't have what is called a supervisory grade. I don't want anyone to supervise another's work. So by that, you are eliminating unnecessary layers of your company. What happens when you eliminate unnecessary layers is that you become internationally competitive. So when this is adopted by other companies of Sri Lanka, it is helping them also to become internationally competitive. So the research that I have done is relevant, and it is turning into hard currency. So likewise, when you embark on research in future, ensure not only of the academic interest, but that it has some value which can be turned into hard currency. Don't do it for the sake of, just because you want to have the latest PhD at the end of your name. When you have that kind of passion, the doctorate will come your way anyway. So as Schumpeter said, the economist Schumpeter said, and as the minister said, for a country to progress economically, there should be innovators. And then there should be entrepreneurs who would take those innovations and market to the world. In order to have innovators, we need good institutes of education. And we need quality education. So therefore, I believe that you would contribute to innovate something. Because Schumpeter also says that an economy going smoothly on a route, on a cycle, will not grow. Says that cycle must be disrupted. Now remember, now we are all talking about electric cars. The biggest electric car manufacturer in India is not Tata, it's not Mahindra, but it's a small company startup from Bangalore. So because now, as I said, a conventional internal combustion engine vehicle has about 17,000 to 34,000 moving components. But electric car, it's about 17. So entire game has changed. So innovation can change the game for us. Because now people were talking about automobile policy for Sri Lanka. I said, don't ever think about it. Because these countries, over decades and decades, they have matured. And we can't even think of producing at that cost. But when it comes to electric vehicles, yeah, there's a wave. We may be able to get there. And also, I would invite you, because I do it myself, to spend some time with you every day. Just with you. Keep your mobiles away. If your mobile is with you, you're not going to spend that time with you. You will be interacting with someone. Because it is only then that you get to reflect. But in today's society, what we do is mostly we react. We react to things. We don't reflect. We don't have the time to reflect. So consciously, make sure that you make time to think. Make time to spend some time with yourself, which I do every day, as I said. Then with maturity, maybe you may be able to reach what is called wisdom. I will tell two small stories before I end my speech to explain, because the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Indira Gandhi got married to Feroz Gandhi. Of course, she was Indira Nehru. She became Gandhi by getting married to Feroz Gandhi. And in her autobiography, she writes, Feroz Gandhi is the most unfaithful husband a woman could ever have. And she says that his unfaithfulness was so severe that when she was pregnant with Feroz's children, he was entertaining other women in the very house that she was living. And she says there cannot be a greater betrayal than that by a husband. But in a subsequent chapter, she writes, when I was returning from a political meeting in Chandigarh, I received a message that Feroz is no more, because Feroz Gandhi did not live to see the light of day beyond 48 years of his life. And Indira goes to write, when I received the news that Feroz is no more, I was broken into pieces. For the rest of my life, I could not put those pieces together. As I said in a Earlier chapter she writes, the most unfaithful husband. But later she writes, when I heard the news that he is no more, I was broken to pieces. That is number one. Number two, Barack Obama, when he was appointed president of USA, he travels to Kenya. And he wants to find out from the grandmother about his father. Because Barack Obama's father left him when he was just 1 week. So he has no recollection. So he wants to find from the grandmother as to whereabouts of the father. And she says he is no more. And I can show you where he was laid to rest. And grandmother takes Barack Obama, and there's a concrete slab. And Barack Obama kneels down. This also he writes in his autobiography. And I spent 2 hours at the grave of my father. Even when I became president of USA, I felt there was something missing. There was some missing connection to the world. But for the first time at the grave of my father, I felt that I've been completely connected to this world. So he's writing about a father who did not do his father's duties, who left him when he was just 7 days. Why? So it is, as I said, only the wisdom that comes with maturity will answer these 2 questions. So strive, because that is why the Columbia University, their motto is not knowledge enlightens, but wisdom enlightens. Prajnava alokeve. So as I said at the beginning, in conclusion, I have to say, nothing would come easy in life. Because in order to get the first order, it took me 15 years to convince Toyota, and it took me 46 visits to Toyota, Japan. And even on the 45th occasion, I did not know. Even on the 46th occasion, I did not know that they were going to say yes. But I persisted. But remember, in life, perseverance, because there's not going to be results overnight. Don't expect results overnight. And success is a journey. And journey with a lot of hiccups. There will be a lot of ups and downs. There is no straight line to success. Remember that. The best metaphor is an ECG. When there are ups and downs, which means you are very much alive. When there is a straight line, that means you are no more. Thank you very much for inviting me today.
Doctor, I was so engrossed listening to your address. I have been comparing graduations for the last 3 decades. And, this has been the most impressive address I've ever heard. I think we need to put our hands together. Share his words of wisdom, all his thoughts, and extremely practical, I think. It's going to help all you graduates because it's not only theoretical, you may agree, Doctor, it's all to do with practice as well. Thank you very much. We now invite our guest of honor to present the awards. Of course, Dr. Krishna is going to be with him. We're going to start off with the QLS Level 3 UK Endorsed Diploma Awards. And they're presented to Mohammed Naif Mohammed Niaz, the QLS Level 3 Diploma in Airport and Airline Management. I want you to put your hands together and give all of them a well-deserved round of applause. This is their moment. QLS Level 5 UK Endorsed Advanced Diploma Award to Nehematul Lubna Uwaim, QLS Level 5 Advanced Diploma in TESOL. MNF Taslim Banu, QLS Level 5 Advanced Diploma in English Language Teaching. Semini Abe Singer, QLS Level 5 Advanced Diploma in Early Childhood Education. Shabira Naveed, QLS Level 5 Advanced Diploma in Early Childhood Education. Kokila Lakmini Tendakon, QLS Level 5 Advanced Diploma in Early Childhood Education. Shazra Marzouk, QLS Level 5 Advanced Diploma in Early Childhood Education. Aranta Delkada, QLS Level 5 Advanced Diploma in IT, Networking and Cyber Security. Moving on to the Qualify UK Regulated Diploma Awards, they are presented to Mohammed Naif Mohammed Niaz, Qualify Level 4 and 5 Diploma in Hospitality and Tourism Management. Satish Sanjay Vijay Surya Arachige, Qualify Level 4 and 5 Diploma in Hospitality and Tourism Management. Vedige Janani Navodya, Qualify Level 6 Business Administration. Jayani Abevansha, Qualify Level 6 Diploma in Global Teaching Practice. Sadhunika Heshani, Qualify Level 7 Diploma in Health and Social Care Management. And moving on to OTHM UK Regulated Diploma Awards, the recipients are Mohammed Shariz, OTHM Level 3 Diploma in Business Studies. Nehematul Lubna Uwaim, OTHM Level 5 Diploma in Education and Training. Sachini Dulangi, OTHM Level 5 Diploma in Education and Training. Sandurika Heshani, OTHM Level 4 and 5 Diploma in Health and Social Care Management. Anushki Fernando, OTHM Level 7 Diploma in Educational Management and Leadership. Sankala Patirana, OTHM Level 7 Diploma in Educational Management and Leadership. Fatima Nifra Mohammed Niaz, OTHM Level 7 Diploma in Educational Management and Leadership. Akil Fiaz, OTHM Level 7 Diploma in Accounting and Finance. Mohammed Ramiz Fiaz, OTHM Level 7 Diploma in Strategic Management and Leadership. QLS Level 5 UK endorsed Advanced Diploma in Teacher Training and IIC University of Technology's Bachelor of Education Awards, presented to Mebuni Amaya Metananda. Manopriya Gauri Shankar. Please put your hands together, give them the applause they need. This is their moment. WAM Madhuka Lakshani. Pandita Mudyantalage Erandi Sanjali Arrotilaka. Savanti Prabhashini Romain Jayamana. Fatima Amna Abdul Nazar. Zinira Mohammed Razik. Angel Lydia Lazarus. Kodituaku Arachige Ishari Udeshika. Narmada Raghupati. Fatima Afra Muhammad Mubarak. Fatima Nafla Jifri. Ahmad Rahma Naji. Christina Tracy Morit Conrad. And Fatima Nashwa Nawaz. Thank you very much, Doctor. Thank you. Everybody, put your hands together and give our guest of honor a round of applause. And for the next few, I would like to invite Miss Hasna to please step forward. Everybody, put your hands together and give Miss Hasna Iflal, lecturer and vice principal of Hijaz International School. And these are for the QLS Level 5 UK endorsed Advanced Diploma in TESOL and IIC University of Technology's Bachelor of Education in TESOL. Awards go to Kottava Iniage Niluka Damayanti Gulasingha. Lokugama Hevage Chanuri Jitmini de Silva. Bituni Gunavardana. Viraji Madhuhansani Varakaula. Jayani Purnima Tennakon Bandara. Devnika Dehami Aryaratna. Fatima Ilma Yusuf. Nye Rizani Kasir. Tina Radhika Naganathan. Jesudasan Philip Sarvina. Reena D. Prasanna. Ilu Kumburage Iranga Devmini Seniviratna. Dinoshi Nishara Hassim, Mohammad Fauzan Taslim, Dona Nadisha Sidarshi Mudalige, Fatima Hafsa Shah, Rebecca Evangeline Fleming, Hiruni Malisha Gankevala, Kotadua Gamage Ramani Tushari, Kirtika Praveen Kumar, Shashikala Prarthana Kumari Kekulandara, Khalid Siddhi Anushia, Haupe Lienage Pubudi Indurangana Javardhana, Devika Manil Maniamgama Devage Samaravira, Fatima Hashfa Anif, Boral Gamage Sachini Dulangi, and Fatima Amna Abdul Nazar. Let's put our hands together and give all of them a round of applause. Thank you very much, Ms. Hasna. Thank you. Can I now invite Dr. Kalhari Pitigala, faculty member of the University of Colombo. Everybody, put your hands together and give her too a round of applause. We move on to the QLS Level 5 UK Endorsed Advanced Diploma in Early Childhood Education and IIC University of Technology's BA in Early Childhood Education. And they're presented to Judith Suhardi Devduni Fernando. Azma Abdullah. Fatima Nusra Mihilar. Shanika Swapna Jaikuri. Bulat Singhalage Gayatri Tilini Pereira. Jayamali Dilrukshi. Anjula Ibali Pereira. Uyanguda Hevage Lasika Vikramaratna. Everybody, a round of applause. Let's hear the applause. Buhardeen Fatima Rushana. Rukaya Naushad. Fatima Shiara Hasim. Mohammed Nalif Nada. Kavindya Sevmini Chavardana. Muhammad Iqbal Fatima Majida. Eduri Singha Mudyansalage Tharushi Hansini Vijay Singha. Fatima Shifna Muhammad Haris. Muhammad Asik Fatima Rukaya. Sabina Ramzin Niaz. Priyadarshika Cecilia Jeevani Rajaratna. Saputantrige Sachini Ruantika Sangita Dasaratna. Diluni Watsala. Yalini Mutukuma. And now we're moving on to the QLS Level 5 UK endorsed Advanced Diploma in Clinical and Counseling Psychology and IIC University of Technology's Bachelor of Social Science in Clinical and Counseling Psychology. And the recipients are Kumuta Srikandan. Bashir Fatima Munshifa. Mashuda Mohammed Rizwan. What a special moment. Muhammad Hanifa Shaliha. Everybody, a round of applause for her as well. And the QLS Level 5 UK endorsed Advanced Diploma in Psychology in IIC University of Technology's Bachelor of Social Science in Psychology. The recipient is Tharani Saumya Mishali Dihut. And the IIC University of Technology's Bachelor of Business Administration is presented to Balap Pudugue Tirush Lakshan Mendes. Vedage Sunetra Janaki Dirasekara. And to Hirulu Patiranalage Nomesha Hashini. Thank you very much, madam, for those presentations. Thank you very much. Everybody, put your hands together and give her a round of applause. And now we're moving on to the Outstanding Performers Awards. I would like to invite our guest of honor once again, Dr. Rohan. These are the Outstanding Performance Awards, and they're presented to Nehmatul Lubna Uwaim, Distinction Pass for QLS Level 5 UK Advanced Diploma in TESOL. Come on, everybody, a better round of applause. These are outstanding performers. And our next outstanding performer is Shabira Naveed, Distinction Pass for QLS Level 5 UK Advanced Diploma in Early Childhood Education. Come on, make some noise, everybody. Go ahead, yes. And you too are another top performer, Mohammed Iqbal Fatima Majida, first class pass for IIC University of Technology's BA in Early Childhood Education degree program. And a special moment for you as well, another outstanding performer, Binusha Gayatri Vijayasrivardhana, first class pass for IIC University of Technology's Master of Education degree program. We continue to recognize outstanding performers, and you are the next. Sasikala Devi Doreraj, first class pass for IIC University of Technology's Master of Education degree program. Three more outstanding performers to be recognized, and you are the next. Kalutantrilage Pavitra Umayangani. And our next outstanding performer is Hairullah Khan Fatima Ramiza, first class pass for IIC University of Technology's Master of Social Science in Clinical and Counseling Psychology degree program. And our final outstanding performer is Lokaputta Gamage Don Sachin Udana Ekanayaka, first class pass for IIC University of Technology's Master of Social Science in Clinical and Counseling Psychology degree program. Everybody put your hands together, give all of them another well-deserved round of applause. And now we're moving on to another special moment. Well, none of you would have reached all this if not for your lecturers. And let's recognize the lecturers. Starting off with Miss Jayashi Aishwarya Pereira. Come on, make some noise. I mean, these are your lecturers. They have helped you too. You as well, Miss Sajida Arifin. Two more lecturers to be recognized, Miss Ruth Moses. And we've certainly not forgotten you, Miss Fatima Sumaya. Well, as much as the lecturers are important, we certainly haven't forgotten our important staff. And this is where we recognize them, starting off with Miss Fatima Humeida Mihilar. You as well, Miss Fatima Safna Surdin. Miss Amali Sangita Malderia. You as well, Miss Hiruni Sankalpani Samarakon. And another Hiruni to be recognized, this time is Hiruni Ahimsa Chandrasekhara. You as well, Mr. Aranta Sandeepa Delkhanda. And you as well, Miss Uwaim Lubna. And last but not least, Mr. Kusal Pires. Let's put our hands together and give all of them another round of applause. Well, out of all of them, there is an Employee of the Year. And the Employee of the Year is Miss Fatima Safna Surdin. Come on, a better round of applause. She's the Employee of the Year. And now I would like to invite Dr. Krishna to make a very special presentation, a token of appreciation to, I would say, our dynamic guest of honor, the one and only Dr. Rohan Palewata. Everybody. This is our way of saying a big thank you, Doctor, for your presence here today. I'm longing to see you at another function where I would be the compi and I could hear you. Thank you very much, sir. You may take your seat. Thank you. And I would like Dr. Krishna Mailvaganam to present tokens of appreciation to our other guests who are on the head table. Mr. Imran Kamil. Miss Hasna Iflal. You as well, Mr. Ahmed Nifraz. And we have certainly not forgotten you, Dr. Kalhari Pitigala. I'm sure we can put our hands together and give all our dignitaries yet another round of applause. Thank you very much, Dr. Krishna. Thank you. And on that wonderful note, we have a spot of entertainment. I'm sure we're going to see another beautiful dance item. Everybody, put your hands together and give our performers a round of applause.
Can
And on that wonderful note, to propose the vote of thanks, I would like to invite Nashwa Nawaz, a graduate. Everybody put your hands together for a round of applause.
To respected faculty, honored guests, lecturers, fellow graduates, and all present here today. On behalf of the graduating class, I extend a heartfelt thanks to everyone who has made this day possible. I would first like to thank our chief guest, Honorable Dr. Susil Premajayantha, guest of honor, Dr. Rohan Palawatta, and special guests for honoring this function by their presence. To our dedicated lecturers and mentors, your unwavering guidance and passion for teaching has ignited a thirst for knowledge within us, and we are forever grateful for the lessons you've imparted. We extend our gratitude to our families and friends whose love and encouragement have been our pillars of strength throughout this journey. To the staff and administration, thank you for your efforts behind the scenes, ensuring that everything ran smoothly during our time at the university and even now. We also acknowledge the contributions of our fellow students who have been our companions in both academic pursuits and cherished memories. As we step out into the world, beyond these walls, we are excited and ready to embark on new adventures and make a positive impact on society. Once again, thank you to each and every individual who has played a part in making our graduation a momentous occasion. Your belief in us has laid the foundation for our future success. Congratulations to all my fellow graduates. Thank you.
Well, just before I invite the head of academic affairs to declare this graduation closed, can I have all you graduates to please stand up? It has not been a task that you've achieved all on your own, right? Your parents are behind the balcony and the lecturers, so I want you to turn back, look at them, right? Turn back, look at them, and put your hands together and give them a round of applause. This is your way of saying a big thank you. I know, I see tears in some of the graduates' eyes. Lovely, that's a wonderful feeling. I don't know, I never expected this graduation to be so special. I mean, as I said, I've compared over countless number of graduations in my career for the past 30 years. Dr. Krishna, thank you for inviting me to be the compeer. I have been so fortunate today. I got to listen to this amazing guest of honor's address. And for some reason, I think it has been a lovely year for me. I would like to share this because it's a moment of joy and happiness for me as well. With everybody present here today, I last week happened to be the first Sri Lankan compeer to be invited overseas to compare the Commonwealth Business Excellence Awards in Singapore. So for me, it's very, very special now. And every function that I do, you can ask Dr. Krishna. I was like a little child. I was, asking every detail from him because I think that has been my success being a compeer for the last 4 decades. Thank you. You may take your seat. And finally, I would like to invite Ms. Ubaida Mehlar, the head of academic affairs, to declare this graduation closed.
Very good evening. I, Humaida Mehlar, Head of Academic Affairs, officially declare that the graduation ceremony of Innovatus Campus 2023 is now closed. Thank you.
So once again, I would like to congratulate all you graduates and wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. Well, today is a moment of joy, happiness, and celebration. So are you ready to celebrate? Yeah, so celebrate. Thank you very much. You've been a wonderful audience. We invite all of you for high tea before you leave, and please stay in your seats till the head table moves out first. Also, all of you graduates to move to the entrance, hand over your cloaks, and collect your identity cards. Have fun, enjoy. I will join you.
Table members, we're going to go to the lounge.
I'll come.
Okay, thanks.